We've learned a couple different ways of solving systems of equations. We started off with graphing. With graphing, we realized that the only answers you could get were the nice points, the nice lattice points, which meant you had like whole numbers. So then we moved on to substitution. With substitution, we were able to replace variables and make equations that were only in one variable. So like you would replace an x and then you have an equation that's only in terms of y. Or replace a y and have an equation only in terms of x, and then solve. And then most recently we looked at the elimination method, where you were able to remove a variable by multiplying or dividing equations and making equal but opposite coefficients. With Cramer's rule is relatively new in the sense that it goes along with the age of technology. It allows us to take all the variables, get rid of them, and only work through numbers. It takes root in the world of matrices. That's a math that you'll learn later on. But essentially what I have to do is show you how to do a determinant, and then we'll build to this thing called Cramer's rule. The first thing we want to look at, I'm going to give you four numbers. Maybe I'll say something like 3, -2, 1, 5. And in order to come up with a determinant, we're going to do a cross product and then take the difference of that cross product. The cross product has to be done the same way every time. We start by multiplying down. 3 times 5 is 15. Minus, you always put a minus in there. 1 times -2 is -2. And now 15 minus -2 gives us 17. That's our first determinant. Again, this is just part of a process. So we're going to do a bunch of these, make sure everybody gets this concept down, and then we'll build to it. Another determinant. Maybe I'll say -1, 4, 2, -3. We're going to multiply. -1 times -3 is +3, minus automatically. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 minus 8 is -5. Let's do one more of these. What if we went 5, 3, 2, 1? 5 times 1 is 5. You always multiply it down. 5 times 1. Minus, always have a minus there. 2 times 3 is 6. So 5 minus 6 is -1. And we'll do one last example just to make sure you have this down here. You know that this can be done with fractions. Maybe I had like a half here. And then I had 3 here. And I had -2 here. And I had 8 there. As I multiply, a half times 8 is 4, minus automatically. -2 times 3 is -6. With the double negative, minus negatives, big old positive. 4 plus 6 is 10. So here's our introduction to Cramer's rule. What I'm showing you, this technique, is called determinants. You're finding a determinant. On our next example, I'm going to put all this together and show you how this little technique can be used to find or solve systems of equations.